Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome to another Chicago Cougar MLB video today. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that it's Halloween. You guys saw my jump scare video earlier today. It went up at noon. Now this is the normal 3 o'clock video, and I told you guys in that video that I would have another Halloween costume ready to go for the 3 o'clock video. As you can see, I am wearing it. I don't know if you can really see it through the camera. I'm a taco. I am the snack that smiles back, basically. I'm a taco. Can you see like the little lettuce right here? Some carrots, I think. Is it cheese or carrot? I don't know what that is. Probably cheese. Who puts carrots in a taco? I guess you could. But I'm a taco, and I'm going to be wearing the taco costume for this episode because it is Halloween. So, like I said in that first video at noon, hope you guys are having a wonderful Halloween. If you have already gone trick-or-treating earlier in the week, or this past weekend, or maybe you're going tonight because it is Halloween night, I hope you guys have a safe Halloween if you haven't already gone out, or whatever. And then remember, eat your candy, eat all your candy. Hope you get all the good candy that you ever wanted, all the Kit Kats and the M&Ms and the Snickers and the all the good stuff, all the Reese Pieces, all the good stuff. So I'm ready to go. I hope you guys are too. It's gonna be a fun one on Halloween. So I may even put some spooky music in the background of this video. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. So I hope you guys are excited for a Halloween special here on the Juice channel. Hit that like button if you're going to enjoy. And let me know down below in the comments what your costumes were, if you even wore a costume. I'd be very curious to see what you guys, if you guys wore any costumes when you went trick-or-treating. So if you did go trick-or-treating, or if you just sat at home and passed out candy. I don't know what you do. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get into the video. So if you have forgotten where we are in the Cougars franchise, we are into June. Now remember, June is a very important month because June is the draft. The draft is in 2 days. And then also in this in this episode is going to be the minor league showcase. So we're going to be playing a game with the AA team and with the AAA team and seeing how they're doing so far this series, or this season in the series. We aren't going to focus on the big league club today, but we will simulate to the All-Star break, or around that time, probably around the series against the Rangers is probably where we'll get to. So we'll see how this team simulates in the month of June. We're 31-29 right now as the season continues. We're about 2 months into it. And let's continue going. We got to simulate to draft day, baby. I'm excited. We have a big 3-game series against the Astros, who have swept us in the past. As you can see right here towards the end of the month, they swept us. And then we've won some games against the Astros, but not a whole lot. So let's see what can happen here. Game 1 is a 7-0 victory. Wow, that's huge. Game 2 is a loss, unfortunately. But we should be getting the draft stuff today, right here. Yes, here it is. We lost the series, by the way, to the Astros. But go to the draft, the 2025 first-year player draft. We have the 14th pick. I don't know who I'm going to take. There wasn't a whole lot of whatchamacallits, blue chippers. There wasn't a whole lot of blue chippers this year. So we've got some 80 potential guys that are going to take a long time to get ready, but none of them really have that great of an overall, which is to be expected because they are taking so long to get ready. So I wouldn't expect them to have that great of an overall. But we've got this guy, Jason Williams. He's not really scouted that much, and he's already 24. I don't hate that. He's ready in 2026, which is the next season. But I don't like the fact that he is 24 years old. What about this guy down here? Where's he at? David Sanchez. He's 22. He's ready in 2026. He's a catcher. He's got decent contact, decent power. The only problem is he's about halfway scouted. If we go by everybody that we have scouted, we've got this guy, Rafael Carmona. He plays third base, but also can play first base from Panama. Seems to be pretty good in terms of fielding. He's got good steal, decent speed, good reaction time. He doesn't look amazing. The other 80 potential guys are these two guys right here. Josh Cash from Canada. looks about the same as the other guy we just took a look at. And then you got this guy, Edgar Calderon from Cuba, and he looks like a power guy. Okay. A power third baseman. He's a pull hitter. 6'4", 219. That's a big boy. I think I'm going to take this guy. Edgar Calderon is our first pick in the 2025 MLB draft. We have a competitive balance pick, so we can take another guy if we feel like it. It looks, this Jason Williams, I wonder how long he's going to stay on the board, because I am intrigued by him. I don't think he's going to last, and I don't think he's going to be as good as advertised, but it could be something to keep an eye on. What about this guy, Andres Cortez? He's got really good hits per 9. Stamina's not great, but it's around average for the closing pitching position. He's got decent control. I'd like to see that a little bit better. His arm accuracy is okay. He looks like he could be a really good, a really solid closing pitcher. I don't know if I'm intrigued by this Josh Cash or not, because he doesn't look like amazing. He's kind of just average everywhere, like every position. We've also got this Morris Rodriguez guy who's got an amazing beard. He's over halfway scouted, so these stats are pretty much going to be where they are. But does he look good enough to take in the competitive balance round is the question. I don't know. We'll sort by potential. Josh Cash is up there. We've also got, we took a look at Morris Rodriguez. We've also got Estevan Cabral, who's got good stamina, good velocity, good break. I'd like to see those numbers a little bit better. What about this guy, Darryl Clem from Indiana? Okay, he doesn't have as great of numbers. The only problem with Morris Rodriguez is he's a 40 overall. I didn't realize that. So the beard's not great. I'm going to take this Josh Cash guy. I think that it's going to be worth it. Now we go into round number 2, and here's where we get interesting. There's that Jason Williams. I just don't think Jason Williams is going to be as good as advertised, but I'm very curious. He is 24 years old, but I'm very curious to see what he is, how good he is. So we're going to take him. All right, now we are into the next competitive round. We've got a couple guys that aren't great. We've got this guy, Eric Sato, who looks really fast. He's got good power. Ooh, I'm intrigued by this guy. And he's from Ohio? Okay, we're going to take another old guy. He's 24 years old as well. All right, all right. I'm intrigued by this draft. I am. Very intrigued by it. I don't know if these guys are going to end up being what they are, what advertised to be what they are, but who knows? This guy's definitely not as good as what this says. This is under halfway scouted. He's definitely not that good. Rex Sable, starting pitcher from Massachusetts, 6'3", 225. He's got really good stats, but he's under halfway scouted, so those stats are not going to be what they are. David Sanchez from Cuba, we took a look at him earlier. Let's take him. Let's take him. Why not? Why not, right? What do we got to lose? We've already got a really good farm system. These draft picks are just like icing on the cake, basically. There's Morris Rodriguez. If he wasn't a 40 overall, and it says he's... Oh, I thought it said he was age 50. That was just a little glitch in the system. That had me worried for a second. I was like, this dude's 50 years old? All right, who else can we go for? Did we already take a look at Pedro Rodriguez? I don't think we did, but he looks good. Let's take him. I'm not really thinking too much about this. We're just going to take guys that I think look good. If they're not good, then it is what it is. But we will we'll have to survive. And I'm going to take this Andres Cortez guy because he's pretty well scouted, and we already took a look at him earlier in the draft, so he looked pretty good. He looked fine. Now, the only guy that we even have semi-scouted is this Billy Sherry. He is a 60 overall, 65 potential, doesn't look great, has decent speed, but that could all go away because he's not scouted. The last two 80 potential guys are this Jorge Torres and this Johnny McGill relief pitcher. I'm going to pull the trigger on this relief pitcher. He's probably not any good, but we could always use relief pitching. That's never a bad thing. So that is the end of the first-year player draft, 2025 first-year player draft, and we will see what we got. So, no 90s, but a couple 80 pluses. Edgar Calderon is 25 years old. Didn't notice that. But he is a third baseman with pretty solid power. He's at 25 is not great. I didn't realize he was 25. But he's got decent power. He's got good durability. I mean, we're obviously going to sign him, but Edgar Calderon, who knows? Then we got Josh Cash, who only has C potential, second baseman, and he doesn't look great in terms of his hitting, but he's a 78 potential, so hey. But then we got Jason Williams, and Jason Williams turns out to be as good as what he was advertised. So he's 24, a little bit older. This is a very old class that we got. We got a 25-year-old, two 24-year-olds, so that's crazy. But we are going to sign Jason Williams. Eric Sato turns out to be just a burner. He's got good power for a center fielder. He's also 24 years old, but he's just a fast guy. He's just a fast guy. Then we got David Sanchez, B potential catcher. He's got really good fielding, good reactions. Okay. He could be something with that 85 potential. Pedro Rodriguez, really good power for a third baseman. He's better than Edgar Calderon, I think. The potential's not better, but I think his stats are better. Then we got Andres Cortez, who is a closing pitcher, always can use the bullpen help, so he looks pretty decent. We'll take him in. And then Johnny McGill. I mean, we knew nothing about this guy, and he ends up being one of the better guys in the class, although he is a 47 overall. He was ready in 2029 plus, so no surprise there, but he ends up being one of our better picks. So we kind of struck out on Eric Sato, or Sato, however you want to say his name, but he's just fast. So we can utilize him as like a steal, if we need a steal situation, pinch runner situation, but we are going to sign those guys. Who was the best player in the class? The best player in the class ends up being a lot of 89 potential guys. There's a 91, Walter Yang from the Pirates. We've got a 90 down here. Morris Rodriguez is 90 potential. Darn you, Morris. Darn you, Morris. You were at 90 potential, but you were ready in 2029 plus. I just didn't take the shot on you. I should have taken it. He was a 91 potential. 90 potential for Sean Mitre. 91 for Jimmy Hunt. 90 for Miguel Vina. And is that all of them? 91 for Pete Olson. 92 for Caden Fielder. And a 90 for Jason Gill. Did we take a look at Jason Gill? I can't remember if we did or not. 90 for Estevan Kemp. We took a look at Estevan. Man, a lot of these guys that we took a look at, I didn't pull the trigger on. That's kind of annoying. We could have had a really good class in terms of just pure potential. That sucks. But it is what it is. All right, we are 5 games back to the Astros. Got done with the draft. We are going to take a look at Double-A now. And is there a certain pitcher that I want to watch? Is there a certain pitcher in Double-A? We've got Louis Mack, who is 6-1, by the way. Louis Mack, okay. But we've already taken a look at him. We've seen him. We haven't really focused on like Shannon McCauley or Ernest Crespo. Pete Robles, I think we watched. Did we watch Pete Robles? I can't remember. Alfredo Valentine could be good. I either want to pitch with Ernest Crespo or Pete Robles. Those are the two guys that I want to pitch with. And Pete Robles is 6-1 with a 1 ERA, so probably Pete. Let's go pitch with Pete. What's his next game? Pete is pitching against Wichita on the 11th. So we will simulate to that. Taguchi is out for 1 to 2 months. Great. So we won't get to see Taguchi. But we do get to see Pete Robles. How are the Cougars doing? Ooh, only lost 1 game since we started simulating. All right. Cougars 3 games back of the Astros. Well, let's go play this game with Pete Robles. We are going to player lock it. We've got Yafri Solano, Rick Woodson, Angel Ramos, Mackenzie Poe, Joe Rizzo. You know what? Actually, we're not going to player lock it. We're going to just quick manage it, and then we will see what happens in the game. We will have quick counts on when we get in there. Pete Robles will be the pitcher. But I want to see like Yafri Solano. I want to see Angel Ramos and guys like that. Carlos Cortez, Carter Kieboom. I want to see these guys. Nate Higgins. We don't really have that deep of a bench either. We got 2 guys on the bench. That's not great. Let's go. Let's jump into this game. All right, so we've got simulate the half inning. Let's do that. We scored a run. I'll take that. Pete Robles is up, and he shuts them out. Let's keep going. Pete Robles again. 2 runs, not great. Pete Robles, okay. No runs there. Robles. Let's jump in. Let's jump in and pitch an inning with Pete Robles. I'll see you guys in there. All right, here we are. And the reason I wanted to jump in the 4th inning is because Pete Robles' stamina is starting to drop, so I wanted to at least get some action with him, see how he does. He probably could have went a couple more innings, and he still might, but I just wanted to get a little bit of time with him. Mackenzie Poe will field that, and luckily he's got 92 speed or whatever, so he's not going anywhere further than just first. 2-1 count. That's going to be to Rick Woodson in center field, and Rick will be underneath it. First out of the inning. Rick's a stocky guy. I didn't realize how stocky he actually was. All right. Steven Elliott. 3-1 count to him. He looks at a fastball. He was a 3rd-round pick in the 2024 draft by Minnesota, which I'm assuming is this team, although I don't know. Probably not. Actually, Wichita might be the Royals. I don't know. It's hard to tell who's, unless it's very obvious, it's hard to tell whose minor league teams are whose. Pablo Velasquez, 0 for 2 on the day. 1-2 count to him, and he fouls off that 93 fastball. We'll go splitter. Low and outside, hopefully. It will be low and outside, and it will be, well, low and out. 2-2 count as he looked at the ball. And that will be to Nate Higgins, and Higgins will go the easy route to second base. The boys do well, and I was liking what I was seeing from the pitcher. And we'll see Enrique Coronado. 1 for 1 for him on the day. 3-1 count to him now. Come on, Enrique. Show me what you're made of. I want to see what you got, what you working with. Ooh, get down. Hooked too much foul. Hooked too much foul. And we've got a 3-2 count to Coronado. And he will hit that to second base, grounder, and 39 speed, not quick enough to beat out the throw. If he had 49 speed, maybe he beats it out. Carlos Cortez. Okay, up to the plate, hitting the 7-hole. Come on, Carlos. Show me what you got. And he will lift that into left field, base hit. All right, and he's got 22 speed. We really don't have a lot of guys that are fast, do we? We don't have a lot of guys that are fast. Carter Keyboom. Was Carter Keyboom up in the... He was on September call-ups last year, wasn't he? I think he was. I'm pretty sure he played in the big leagues last year, at least for a little bit. He will ground that in left field, making that left fielder work. And that is runners on first and second with 1 out. Little run-out rally, and now we get to see Nate Higgins, one of our top 50 prospects, hitting in the 9-hole for us. And he will look at a fastball, 93 on the gun. Similar to Robles, and it's a 3-2 count to him. The starting second baseman for Double-A will look at a strike 3 on the corner. Great pitch. Great pitch. But now we get to see Joffrey, one of our international free agents that we brought in last year. Joffrey Solano. And he will sky that one to left field. That's got some carry to it. And Joffrey will bounce it off the wall. That'll be a run. And we tie this game back up. Okay, Joffrey. I see you out here, my boy. I see you. Yeah, pump him up. Pump him up, Joffrey. Let me go back and replay this previous play, because he got a lot of that. He got a lot of this ball. And we see the ball come in, smacks it, takes it off the middle of the bat. And if I can get underneath him, why can't I get underneath him? There it is. He's got 84 speed, and he's zooming around these bases. That ball's coming in. He takes a slide, and Joffrey gets it done. What's the zoom in button? It's in and out this. Okay, there we go. Let me get a good look at Joffrey. There he is. There's the future of this team. Yeah, he's pumped. Get excited. Get excited. Oh, get a good angle of side eye. Look at the side eye from that umpire. There it is. There's the future of this franchise. Joffrey Solano. Yeah. Hooday. Hooday, baby. Hooday. All right. Enough of that. Rick Woodson to the plate. 1 for 2. He's got a chance with 2 outs to score another run, and that will be a ball. So it's 3-2. Come on, Rick. I need you, Ricky. Ricky Woodson, score us a run. Open this game up. That should have been a ball 4. Why did I swing? Why did I swing? Tell me. Okay. 3-2 count to Woodson. That's going to be a ball. Thank you. Thank you for calling that a ball. Angel Ramos to the plate. Rick Woodson's got 90 speed. I guess I didn't realize how fast he was. He's kind of, like, you wouldn't expect him to be that fast because he's so stocky. Beautiful circle change. And it's a 1-2 count. Runners on all the bases. The bases are juiced. And Ramos, I pressed the button, but I checked it. Joffrey gets us a tie ball game, so that's good. But we will go back to the quick manage side of things. And we will let Pete Robles finish the inning. And now we will pitching change to bring in... let's bring in... Who should we bring in? We only have 2 guys in the bullpen. Everybody else is a pitcher. Oh, we got Manuel, our starter. Let's bring in Ishii. Koji Ishii comes in, gets a good inning there. 3-2. We'll let Koji go another inning. That's a good idea. All right, now Koji can come out for Javier Velasquez. And that's a good idea. So now we are into the top of the 9th. And we're on the road, so... Do we jump in and play the top of the 9th? No, let's do this. And then let's pitching change Manuel. And now we jump in. Or can I not? Yeah, I can. Okay. So bottom 9, Frank Manuel, 1-1 count to Pablo Velasquez. Has to go through the top of the order. And that's going to be a little blooper into left field. We got to get a close here. We got to get a save. Save this game. Come on, Frank. All right, that's going to be good. That pops it into left field. Ramos will be underneath it, and Angel Ramos fields it. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th. Ooh, Valencia takes a fastball right down Main Street, and now Manuel loads up the slider, and he pops it into left. They are making Angel Ramos work in this 9th inning. All 3 of the balls have been into left field. 2 hits and a flyout. And it's Wesley Douglas to the plate, and he will just barely get a piece of that. Let's go slider 1-2. Doesn't chase it. Respectable. That wasn't a very good pitch. But now we'll go 2-seamer. And he will get that. Cortez right in front of him. Can't get the double play, so just force the out at first. Rizzo gets it. 2 down. But the tying run and the winning run are on base in scoring position. Emmanuel Rodriguez knows what he has to do. Anything in the outfield will win the game. No, maybe not that. Anything deep in the outfield will win the game. And he just misses the 2-seamer there. It is 2-2. And he swings and strikes out. Frank Manuel gets the job done, gets the save. And the Midland, what are we? Midland something. We get the W. Pete Robles is the player of the game. 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and an earned run. Or 2 earned runs, I don't know, whichever one it is. Frank Manuel gets the save. Rick Woodson had a home run. Joffrey Solano had the double with the RBI. And it's all in all a really, really solid day for the AA team. I'm liking what the pitching rotation has in store in AA. But now we got to take a look at AAA, and I think it's only fair we take a look at Kumar Rocker. I mean, are you kidding me? He was one of our picks last year. And we got Hunter Green, who's 9-2, which is good to see. I'm glad he's actually producing. Yamamoto's 8-1. Oh, wow, the AAA team is really pitching well. Robert Suzuki kind of struggling. Basil Cabrera's pitching well. Kumar Rocker's not actually pitching that great, but he's doing good enough, I guess. And we're gonna pitch with. It's only right that we pitch with Kumar Rocker. So let's play the next game because he's actually up. We will get to see. They're both on the road actually, so we will get to see Kumar Rocker for the first time in the series. We got Damian Hogan, Damon Cruz, Ken Yokoyama, Kevin Smith, Jose De Jesus, Robert Passon, Willie Rodriguez, Michael Franco, and Shea Langoliers. Is there anybody else I want to see? I want to see Carlton Raymond. Can Carlton Raymond play? He can play third and right field. So let's have him play third. We will also. Is there anybody else I want to get a look at? Alden Houston. Yeah, I want to see him. So he will play DH. And then Carlo Perez. He's already 29, so we don't need to see him. We've seen him before. This is what the team will look like as we go into the game. I will see you guys in the quick manage screen. All right, so let's start this game off hopefully pretty well. And We do that. All right, now we got Kumar Rocker up, and he is going to get a good inning. We score a run. You love to see it. All right, we're starting out pretty well here. Rocker has 4 scoreless as we go into the 5. He does allow 1 run in the 5th. You know what? Let's jump in the game. Top 6. We'll get in there. I'll see you guys with Kumar Rocker. Okay, it is the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 count for Kumar Rocker, and he loads up and delivers a beaming fastball. You love to see that. Cody Hose? I don't know how to say his name, but we're going up against the Dodgers, obviously, if you couldn't tell. And we are going to hopefully try and get a W here. Here comes the changeup, and he is out in front of that. Crazy. Good job by Kumar. And now it is Steven Duggar on a 1-1 count. He will fly that to center field, but Damon Hogan will be underneath it. Good job. Good job. 2 outs. Jose Ramos. And he will smack that, but Cruz will be underneath it. All right, 3 straight. That's big. Now we get to see Shea Langoliers, who I'm hoping is going to make the big league club at some point. I don't know, maybe not. It all depends on if he smacks that ball for a home run or not. No. Looked like it was going to be a home run. He's hit a home run in one of these minor league showcases before. That one felt kind of good. And now we get Damian Hogan. All right, come on, Hogan. I want to see you smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Get down, get down. Oh, what a catch from the right fielder. What a catch from the right fielder. Good play. Putting his body on the line. And now it's Damon Cruz. 1-1 count to him. 2 outs. We're swinging, and he's fouling away. All right. Come on, Cruz. Give me it all on the table. That's a ball. 85 circle change is crazy. Throw me a gasser. Throw me a gas ball. He kind of did. Circle change right down Main Street, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So the top of the 7th is finished. All right, we'll go back to the quick manage. I'll let Kumar go another inning, and that was worth it. Let's jump back in here. We'll bring in a bullpen arm, maybe. Doyle Atkinson can get warmed up. And we'll see what we got here. We got Ken Yokoyama. 0 for 3 on the day. Gotta change that. And we're not going to. Good swing timing, but it's right to the right fielder. 1st out of the inning. Carlton Raymond, I definitely wanted to see him. He's been struggling this year, and he's 0 for 3 today. But I think he's got a bright future. It's just going to take him a while. I think he's got a bright future, but he's not there quite yet, as that is probably not going to fall. Oh, that goes for a catch in left field. 2nd out, and we get to see Jose De Jesus, one of our other top 50 prospects. I told you we got a really good farm system, which is why the drafts don't really matter anymore, but they still matter. I mean, they're obviously pretty good. And we'll see what we can do with a 2-2 count. 2 outs. Come on, De Jesus. Put something in the air. He put something in the air, but that is going to be caught. Yes, caught. Okay. All right. I can work with that, because now we're going to go back to the quick manage, and we're going to bring in, who did we warm up? We warmed up Doyle Atkinson. Let's bring in Doyle, and we do good there. Now we got Robert Poisson. Robert Poisson, who was in the big league club for a little bit, moved him down, and he's played decently well in the minors. 3-1 count to him. Come on, Poisson. Get on base. Any means necessary. I was way early on that. That one's on me. I was soups early. We got to fix that. 3-2 count. And Poisson will smack that to right field, but not deep enough. A lot of the hits today have just been not deep enough. That's what she said. Willie Rodriguez to the plate, one of my favorite players that we have in the minor leagues. Definitely could see him coming up to the big league club. Maybe even in the September call-ups. Who knows? But that is going to be early timing. If that was better timing, that's probably a big-time hit. But unfortunately, I was really early on that. And now we got Alden Houston, another guy that I wanted to see. Backup catcher. Playing DH for us. And Alden Houston will get a lot of that one. Only 29 speed, but that is going to fall into left center, and that's going to be a 2-out double. And that leads Shea Langoliers to the plate. Good job, Alden Houston. Okay, Shea, it's up to you to give us that 1-run lead and let us bring in our closing pitcher, Miguel Ojeda. That's going to be a ball way up in the zone. 2-1 count. Come on, Shea. And Shea will smack that to third base, and that will be the inning. Okay, so we're either going to get walked off or we are going to go to the extra innings. And it will be extras. Well, we got the run that we needed. So now we will bring in Miguel Ojeda and try to close this one out. Obviously, we have the extra runner on second base, the phantom runner. And De Jesus will give chase, and he will get that, and they're going to go to third. Didn't think they would, and he will make it. I didn't think he was going to go because I thought that I was pretty close there, but I guess he didn't respect me enough, so they moved the runner to third. Obviously, everything is to home plate. That is going to be fouled away. Another De Jesus. Alex De Jesus. That's cool. 2-2 count to him. It's not cool enough. He strikes out. And now we can focus on just getting the out. Doesn't matter where it comes from. First base, home plate, doesn't matter. Strikeout, I'll take that too. Andy Pages, the final strike of the game, and he will ground that to Miguel, and he will field it and get him out, and the Las Vegas Aces win the game 2-1. Big time game. You love to see it. Robert Poisson doing his thing with the boys, doing the handshakes. And Kumar Rocker pitched pretty well. Did allow 1 run, doesn't get the win. Doyle Atkinson gets the win. But Ojeda gets his 18th save of the day, and Jose De Jesus hit a home run. So I'll take that, no doubt about it. I will take that. And now we will go and simulate the rest of these games against the big league clubs. We swept a team finally for the first time in what feels like forever. We never sweep teams. Last time was against Miami in May. Now we're playing the Tigers, and we took 1 of 3 against them. We get swept in a 2-game series against the Nationals. See, this is the kind of frustrating thing that we go through. Phillies are offering me a trade. Simon Muzziotti for Pedro Fernandez. Who is Simon Muzziotti? He's a 26-year-old B potential player from Venezuela. Not having a great season, but hasn't really played much. I'm going to decline that. Thanks, but no thanks. And we took 3 of 4 against the Blue Jays, which is actually really big, because now we're 5 games back of the Astros. We should be in pretty good standing for the wild card. Yeah, we're a game and a half back of the Rays and the Tigers for a wild card spot. Are we going to have any All-Stars? Austin Riley, Alejandro Kirk, and Pete Alonso are all All-Star starters as of right now. That's awesome. Another 2-game set against the Nationals. This time we sweep them. That's cool. Now we got a 3-game set against the Mariners, which we need to win. We didn't win the series. And we're 6.5 games back. We're not going to win this division. Unless the Astros have an absolute massive collapse. We lost to the White Sox, by the way. Unless the Astros have an absolute massive collapse, which I don't see happening, we are not going to win this division. So we have to rely on the wild card to get into the playoffs this year. 2 wins of 4 against the White Sox. Playing the Rangers again, which is something we should not get swept by. A team we should certainly not get swept by. And we do. Very frustrating. Now we play the Mariners, a series that we needed really, really bad. We needed that series, and we get it. So now we are back, 49-44, playing the Rangers. I'm only going to simulate this game, and it's a loss. Of course it is. We can never get it. We're so streaky. We can't ever get anything. We're so inconsistent. Can't even get anything going. There's no long winning streaks with this team for some reason. 9 games back of the Astros. I don't see them having a collapse, and that's the only way that we can really do anything, I think. And this pitching rotation is just not performing. I don't know what's going on with it. Do we need to trade Jack Flaherty? That's an option at the deadline. I'm not opposed to trading Jack Flaherty. Julio Rodriguez, 17 home runs, hitting pretty well. Chisholm's doing well. Pete Alonso's got 25 home runs, and Jordan's got 18. They've got Gavin Lux in right field, which they've benched Spencer Torkelson. I don't hate that, but I'd like to have an actual right fielder instead of Gavin Lux, who plays infield mainly. He can play outfield. Alejandro Kirk is going to be the starting catcher for the All-Star game. At least that's the last time I checked. He still is in the voting for starting catcher. You love to see it. How's Austin Riley doing? 27 home runs. This dude's a stud, man. Austin Riley's a freaking stud. I am so happy that we traded for him because he is a monster. And if we take a look at the awards, he is second right now in the MVP is what I wanted to say. He's second in the MVP, only to Juan Soto. Cy Young, we don't have anybody in the Cy Young anymore. We have Austin Riley fighting for a batting title. Don't have any Rookie of the Years, but we do have a Hank Aaron potential. Austin he's really the only reason we can win anything. He's been such a stud. But that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, it will be All-Star festivities, which means Home Run Derby. Hopefully Pete Alonso will be in the Home Run. Let me check. Is Pete Alonso in the Home Run Derby? I don't even know. Where do I got to go to All-Star voting? No, I don't want to go to that. I want to go to League Leaders. Who's got the home runs? So we've got Gallo with 34, Soto with 32, Devers 27, Austin Riley 27, and then Alonso's got 25. So if they take... Oh, that's going to be tough. Although Stanton has 27, which is the same as what Riley has. So Pete Alonso could make it, theoretically, if they take more guys from the American League than they do from the National League. But we could possibly have two guys in the Home Run Derby, and Pete Alonso is the defending Home Run Derby champion. So I would like to see him get in just so he can defend it. But it's going to be Home Run Derby stuff. It's going to be All-Star stuff. It's going to be trade deadline stuff. So massive episode for next episode. Hope you guys stick around and watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed my taco outfit because I know I did. I love this whole thing. This thing's pretty cool. And don't forget, it is Halloween. So have a wonderful Halloween if you're going out trick-or-treating tonight. Or if you've already gone trick-or-treating, hope you had a safe, wonderful Halloween. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.